All right, picture this. You're betrayed by the two people you trust most in the entire world, your girlfriend and your best friend. They leave you for dead in a frozen wasteland, only for you to snap your eyes open 3 months in the past. And get this, you have just 40 minutes until the apocalypse begins all over again. But this time? Oh, this time you've got a secret weapon. Now, before we dive in, if you're a fan of stories like this, do me a huge favor and follow the channel and share this story. It really does help this community grow and lets me bring more of these to you. Those were the last words Shanchen screamed as he was bleeding out. Can you imagine? He just walked in on his girlfriend, Feng Lu, wrapped in the arms of his best friend, Xu Chao. These were the two people he had fought to protect for 3 long months in this new ice age. And just like that, they turned on him. And then he gasped, shooting straight up in bed. It felt way too real to be just a nightmare. He's fumbling for his phone, his hands shaking, and when he sees the date, his blood runs cold. August 8th, 2088. This wasn't a dream. No way. He was back. He'd been reborn. And the memories, oh man, they came flooding back with this chilling clarity. He remembers Su Chao, who'd awakened these insane ice abilities, just blasting him with a beam of blue light, freezing him solid on the spot. Shanchen, with his own fire powers, was starting to melt the ice to fight back, but that's when Su Chao lunged. He plunged a knife deep into his gut, right into the source of his fire powers, snuffing them out and leaving him completely helpless. And as he was lying there, dying, Feng Lu just looks down at him with this cold smile. She tells him they only kept him around to be their little errand boy, to find food for them. Now that he knew about their affair, well, he was useless. Her words just burned into his mind, fueling a rage so powerful it literally brought him back from the dead. So, just as he's got to jump out of bed and start prepping for the end of the world, a voice echoes in his head. "Host successfully bound to the super vending machine. Please check in your personal space." He's like, what? So he focuses, his consciousness kind of sinks inward, and suddenly he sees it, a small 6 cubic meter space. And inside, just a single, totally ordinary-looking vending machine. At first, he's kind of disappointed. I mean, the space is tiny, and the machine looks pretty cheap. But, he decides to test it. He types Coke into the little search bar, selects ice cold, and hits confirm. And instantly, a can rolls out. The money's deducted right from his bank account. And that's when it hits him. That's the moment he realizes he has a machine that can turn cash, which is about to become completely worthless paper, into literally anything he could ever want. And the sheer scale of this thing is just mind-boggling. It has everything: food, clothes, tactical gear, you name it. He searches for a Desert Eagle. Yep, it's there. 35,000 yuan, but it's locked until he hits level 5. Then, just for kicks, he searches for an aircraft carrier. And there it is, a cool 10 billion yuan, locked until level 21. And get this, every single yuan he spends levels up the machine, unlocking even crazier stuff. In a world where money is about to be trash, his trash is about to become the ultimate treasure. He glances at his phone again. The time? 2:20 p.m. His heart is just pounding in his chest. He remembers this day perfectly. It was Feng Lu's birthday, of all things. And at exactly 3:00 p.m. on the dot, the world ends. That means he has exactly 40 minutes. 40 minutes to get ready before the entire world is buried in ice and snow forever. No months to prepare, no time to build a shelter, just 40 minutes. The clock is ticking. But see, he knows exactly how this is going to go down. First, the dark clouds are going to roll in, completely covering the scorching summer sky. Then comes the downpour, and with it, a catastrophic drop in temperature. By nightfall, the world will be completely unrecognizable, a frozen tomb for anyone who isn't ready. And while the rest of the world is about to descend into total panic, Shanchen, he just feels this cold smirk spread across his face. Oh no, he isn't just going to survive. He's going to make damn sure the two who betrayed him suffer. And so he begins his first act of revenge. He starts methodically emptying the apartment they all shared. Every single winter jacket, every down comforter, every last scrap of food, and every single bottle of water, all of it gets stuffed into his personal space. He even buys some mini cameras from the vending machine and hides them in the corners. He wants a front row seat to watch them freeze. And just like that, the power dynamic is set. What's left for them? A barren, freezing apartment stripped of every essential. And for him? He's got a luxurious, abandoned villa right in the same neighborhood, which he gets into using a universal key he bought from his Duration machine. He now has the perfect fortress, ready to be filled with an infinite supply of anything he could possibly need. Now, from the comfort of his brand new fortress, Shanchen flicks on the 100-inch TV. The news is on, of course, with so-called experts telling everyone don't panic, don't hoard supplies. Shanchen just scoffs. Yeah, right. These guys are about to be proven fatally, disastrously wrong. And just as he remembered, the sky darkens. The rain starts to fall in sheets. Then comes the hail. And finally, the first impossible snowflakes on a hot summer afternoon. He calmly lights the fireplace, cracks open a perfectly ice-cold cola from his machine, and kicks back to watch the world end. His phone starts buzzing like crazy. It's the community group chat, and it's pure chaos. People are panicking, totally confused. They're trapped in their cars, baffled by the snow in the middle of summer. Some are desperately clinging to the news, saying the experts say it's under control. Shen just sneers and takes another sip of his soda. As night falls, the blizzard becomes an absolute monster. It buries the roads, the cars, it buries the entire old world under a thick, white blanket of snow. The panicked messages on his phone stop, the city lights flicker and die. All that's left is the howling of the wind and this vast, silent, white expanse. The new ice age has officially begun. And Shanchen? He just sits there in his warm, luxurious fortress, like a king, watching the birth of his new frozen kingdom. See, for him, this second chance was never just about survival. It was about power. And most of all, it was about revenge. So that brings up the question. In a world where civilization has collapsed and fists are the only law, how far will one man go when he has infinite supplies? If this story got you thinking, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And make sure you follow the channel for more stories just like this one.